Hey guys, Ali here with another Walker's Quests. We're gonna just create decks around some sort of theme based on a set of quests given to me by the Magic Jewels. So, today's lineup of quests. We have All is Dust, which is cast 15 colorless spells. Spell Mastery, which is cast 25 instants or sorceries in a versus battle, and Champion of the Drowned Catacomb, which is win 2 games where I cast a blue or black spell. So obviously we want to try and do a deck in which I have blue or black cards. So basically I've come up with 2 decks that were mono blue and mono black. The mono blue one is a mill deck, while the mono black one is more about the graveyard. The issue is with the mono blue is that there's not a lot of creatures in it, so it's very very weak. It can be attacked quite easily, so we'll use the mono black one. Alright, so take a look at this deck. So this is a deck that's sort of centered around zombies mostly. So first off we've got Dark Salvation. It's a nice sorcery to drop down that actually is really good way of knocking off the odd creature as well as sticking a lot of zombies in play. Bone Splinters, I mean we're not really caring about too much if we kill off some of our creatures to knock off another one. Shambling Ghoul, it's a cheap card to get into the play, really. Shadows of the Past is actually relatively good, since I'm not really going to care if my creatures die a lot. It's actually quite nice. It allows me to stack the deck a little bit, as well as later on, if I get enough cards in the graveyard, I can start whittling down my opponent. Liliana, she's actually fairly good card, especially with her ultimate ability. That will be quite effective when I don't really care about my creatures too much, so I can really just throw them under a bus and keep getting them back at the end of turn. Diagraph Colossus, this is actually pretty good, gets me a lot of zombie tokens on the battlefield, plus I can make it quite big if there's a lot of zombies in my graveyards. Graveblade Marauder isn't a zombie, but he's quite powerful if you get enough cards in your graveyard. Fleshbag Marauder, again, that's quite useful. Basically, I don't really care about my creatures dying, my opponents do. Crow of Dark Tidings, basically it's more to get a flyer in there, maybe chuck the odd creature into the graveyard for me. Gravedigger, obvious reasons, pull them out of the graveyard back into play. Giss's Bidding, it's just basically gives me a couple of zombie tokens. Cruel Revival, very effective for knocking off enemy creatures and bringing back a lot of my zombies. From Under the Floorboards, again, nice card that allows me to chuck in some zombies. That, and I can also, if I'm forced to discard it, I can end up grabbing the more life and more zombie tokens. Necromantic Summons and Rise from the Grave, just pulling cards out of my opponent's graveyard, essentially, or from a graveyard onto the battlefield. Alright, match 1. What are we up against? Just waiting for my opponent to enter. Alright, let's have a look at what we're up against. He's playing first. 2 lands in the hand. Yeah, that's pretty much worth keeping. It's actually... yeah, that's an interesting, reasonably good lineup actually. It's just the Crow of Dark Tidings might throw me off. Okay, so he's using a black deck. That will be... at least that we know it, half of it is black. Will be interesting to see what the other half, whether it's mono black or whether or not there are other colours involved. So black-red, that will give... It's actually a really good combination. Black, basically, it's very, very aggro style deck. Doesn't really care too much about whether or not your creatures die. We're going to check out the Shambling Ghoul. Now, the unfortunate thing about the Shambling Ghoul is he does come into play tapped, but it's something we'll just have to deal with. So he's going to knock off my Shambling Ghoul. He'll scry. That's kind of good to get that out now. It means that he's not going to target Liliana. I'm almost going to say let's get a Shambling Ghoul out again. I'm a little bit nervous about dropping the Crow because I don't want to lose a lot of these spells without having anything to... Because there are a few other spells I won't be able to get back very easily. So the Crow's a very, very dodgy card. So he doesn't look like he's going to play anything this turn. He might do. Nope. So that's his turn over. I'm not confident dropping down Liliana just yet. I think... Do I want the Marauder or... I'm going to throw the Crow down. This is going to be dodgy, because I'm a little bit nervous about losing a couple of other cards. So what did I lose? I lost the Crow and land. It's not too bad. That's okay. Losing one land is a little bit of a hassle, but I got the Crow out early. I'm getting some early damage on. And it also means the Marauder is going to be a little more powerful. Okay, so he'll Twin Bolt. One on me, one on my Crow. Unfortunately, that means some more cards in the graveyard for me. He'll scry. What did I lose? I lost a land and a Splintered Bones. Yeah, I mean the land would be useful because I need more lands out for the here. Splintered Bones would also be quite useful. We got another land anyway. Let's put the Marauder out this time. And obviously we will attack with the Ghoul. So hopefully it'd be nice to be able to throw something out and on him. A little bit nervous. He'll probably have to sacrifice that. I'm going to sacrifice my Shambling Ghoul. It would have been nice to have Liliana out. It's a bit of a shame. But what can we do? That's also powering up my my Marauder. Marauder is just going to absolutely do a heavy amount of damage now. Let's see, I'm just wondering whether or not I pull... I think what we'll do is I'll go attack with the Marauder. Cruel Revival would be quite useful to drop on his turn, but I've actually got a better idea. So that's done a fair bit of damage to him. I think it's going to be best to drop the from under the floorboards, get those 3 zombies out. Unfortunately they come into play tap, but it also means that I can knock off a few other creatures and slow, which means I've got the ability to have Liliana come out a bit later. Okay. So he's... I kind of see where he's coming from with a lot of those cards. Shadows of the Past would be quite useful. I think what I'm going to do is we'll just attack with all. Might actually be a win here. So attack with all. Yeah, that's a win. So that actually came out quite well. That's the first one on that. Unfortunately not a lot of instants or sorceries played. during that round. Alright, go on for another round. Alright, round 2 with this mono black from the grave deck. Alright, let's see where we're going, what's going to happen here. So, my opponent's up first, 2 lands, that's actually a pretty good hand. And the Crow's Dark Tiding are a little bit sort of... they synergize reasonably okay with this deck. Okay, definitely can tell he's using a multicolor. There's no, if you're using a monocolor, there's no point putting in the Evolving Wilds. But we know he's using black. And this will be... this is going to be interesting because killing off the Crow of Dark Tidings with Bone Splinters is probably going to be not in my favor. Okay, so black, green, and blue. It's interesting color combination. We'll drop that. Shadows of the Past. So that's going to give me a good little bit of a deck stacking. Kind of deck stacking. Okay, that's really, really interesting. There. He's using 4 cards. I'm almost wondering whether or not he's going to be using 5. We will drop out the Crow of Dark Tidings. Bit of a gamble, but so we lost the Marauder and Rise from the Grave. We can pull back that Marauder, no problem. I'm almost tempted to throw my Crow and knock out his Nissa. Yeah, so he's using all 5 colours. He's going to bounce the Crow back, which is a little bit of a pain. So, next turn I can't use it. He must be built using a Converge deck, which is... I'm not a big fan of that mechanic, to be honest. Okay, so I can't play my Crow. So we'll have to end my turn there. So he's going to draw a card, and then he has to... so he draws 1 card. Okay, let's see what my next move is going to be. So I can now play the Crow of Dark Tidings again. Drop that. Okay, we lost Liliana. However, we can always bring back Liliana, which might actually be worth bringing back Liliana and then kill her off, get her to transform by swapping out the Crow. So we have Soron Markov coming out. He just killed... what do I want? I want to put that on top. That is actually going to be useful. So he's stuck quite a few cards in the graveyard. My Marauder is actually going to be pretty powerful. Okay, next move is going to be an interesting one. Drop that. I think I know what I'll do next turn. I'm gonna leave that open. I might leave him open. Leave the miner open. And I think we'll just go there. I sort of have a plan, but I'm just a little bit nervous that he's going to knock off a few of my cards. So he's got Nexus, and he's dealing. Yeah, I think that is a fair. I am dead. Cruel Revival. Let's knock out Liliana. I think it's fair to say that it's probably. Let's put that on top, because I'm going to want another land. I think it's pretty fair to say that he's won this thanks to that Sorin. There's all I can do at this point. Right, so let's play that. Play you. Actually, we're gonna take a risk with the Crow of Dark Tidings. And see how we go from here. I think I'm kind of a little bit stuck at the moment, since he'll probably just use his Sorin Markov to finish me off. Yep. And that's game. That was an interesting deck we had to fight there. Alright. Alright. Okay, this is game 3. Unfortunately, got beaten by a 5-color deck which used Planeswalkers very, very well. Very rarely do I ever see 5-color decks work. Alright, opponent plays first. That is a pretty good line starting hand, so let's keep that. I think it's going to be useful a bit later. So he's using black. Play down our swamp and end that there. Dark Salvation will be quite good in the late game, I think. I've got a bit more land. That's his turn done. Right. So play down our swamp. Let's get out Shambling Ghoul. Get him out nice and early. Get him as many attacker next turn. The Flesh Bag is going to be more useful, I think, later on. If I need to knock something off. So what's this? This is a Sculpt Death Touch. You know what? Let's use that to knock it off. Actually, I could have given it -1, -1. Save that for later. Get another zombie on the field. It's going to force me to sacrifice a creature. Oh no. We're both going to be playing that game. Well, nothing else really to do there. Drop that. Might as well put in the Shadows of the Past. And that's my turn, really. So hopefully we'll have a few creeps. So this is the point where the Dark Salvation might come in handy. So he got +1/+1 from each creature in the graveyard. Get a couple more lands out, that'd be quite useful. Let's see. Really worth nabbing out of there. Probably from under the floorboards would be good to play now. There's not a lot I can do. That is going to be very, very effective next turn. Never use Dark Salvation to knock off something. Anything in his graveyard? No, nothing worth stealing. And that Liliana's Elite might be quite useful. Nothing I can do about that, but that's going to die, and I might actually take that for myself. So we'll play down Swamp. Let's attack with all. That's fine. I'm happy for you to have a couple more cards in the graveyard because let's put that at the bottom. Oh, actually, I just realised that was a bad move on my part. Playing my cards out the wrong time. I just realised I played my cards out the wrong time there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What I might do is Dark Salvation. Get 2 zombies. I'll take that, and my target will be his creep. Put you on top, and then I will blow splinters that. That's fine. Keep you up top. I might actually not. I might borrow his elite actually. -4, -4. That's fine. I'm happy for that now. That's actually, you know, I think we'll grab his. Ooh. Yeah, let's rise from the grave. His elite. It's not that powerful for me, unfortunately. But it means he can't have it back, so it's kind of in my advantage at the moment. That is quite powerful. 9/9. I think the Marauder's going to have to sit there and be a deterrent. That's going to be a reasonably good deterrent, hopefully. Unless he's got a kill card. Curving your graveyard. Okay. He's going to force me to sacrifice, which is actually a good move. Cruel Revival. Oof. Non-zombie, yeah, will target my Marauder. Let's keep that. I'm gonna let that go through. Take a gamble here. Take a gamble. And Necromantic Summons. Oh. Actually, let's go. Flashback more. Bit of a waste, but we'll sacrifice that. Put you at the bottom. Put you at the bottom. And attack. So that was actually a good idea, keeping that alive, holding back last turn. He'll probably drop his Flashback Marauder now, force me to sacrifice that, so we're back to square one. Don't need lands, don't need that. So this is a bit of a game of basically back and forth. I mean, my hope is that one advantage I might have is I might get him to mill himself. Okay, that's a 4 more. Unfortunately, 1, 2, 3. I'm 1 creature short being able to utilize that. That would be. So I would have. Be interesting. It says Skulking Rat. Attack. So now I'm on the back foot. If I can get another creature into the graveyard, I can cancel out the Thopters. Oh no, this looks like it's a game for me. Just go at the land for a zombie. He'll swing out those. Yeah, this is unfortunately a game for me. I didn't, unless I get another creature, I'm a little bit stuffed. See, I've got Liliana. I mean, I might be able to keep myself alive for a little bit. I was about to say that was going to be a silly move. Well, there's the Marauder. That would have been useful a bit earlier to stop the rat, but unfortunately the Thopters will get through. Liliana's kind of dead. I can. The rat would kill off the Marauder. I guess my best option at the moment is to see if I can keep myself alive. Another turn, see if anything else comes my way. Doesn't really matter what order. No, I need creatures at the moment. Let's fire off that. So I can hold myself alive for a little bit. There you go, Obnixus. Target creature, bottom. That's 6 damage across to me, so I've lost anyway. That's a bit unfortunate. Unfortunately, that was a game where both of us were playing each other, so... Oh well. It was a bit of a failure. Okay, we're up to match number 4 with from my mono black from the grave. Last 2 games we kind of ended up in a bit of a bad scenario. We'll see how well we go this time around. I'm gonna keep that because it's more likely I'm gonna have an issue getting lands. Once again, my opponent starts. Haven't had much luck starting myself. That's interesting. This is plus 60. Most decks, I've seen a few plus 60 decks, and I don't recommend it. Simply because you run the issue of less likely drawing the cards you want. I suppose if it's this looks like it's going to be a Emrakul deck, I think. So only if you're playing a game of stalling, where you plan on trying to force your opponent to draw out more cards than you, do I actually ever see it as a benefit. Let's play the more order. But otherwise, I don't necessarily see a lot of advantage of playing more than 60 cards. Now he's catching up on the lands, falling a bit behind. Searching for lands. So this looks like it might be an Emrakul deck, simply because the colourless mana. Now he's back ahead on the lands, but he hasn't wrapped up ahead of me, so we'll drop that. Attack with all. And it's going to be just chip away at the moment. Nothing really bonus is happening. Drop a Giss's Blessing. Grab myself an extra 2 zombies. Because we love zombies. Zombies are awesome. The next, I think we'll drop from under the floorboards next turn. Might be the way to go. Get more zombies out. Alright, so he played Thought-Knot. He's going to choose a non-land card, force me to discard it. Be interesting to see what he forces me to discard. That's actually a good choice on his part right there. So I want to play under the floorboards, but I'm thinking... Let's destroy you and sacrifice one of my zombies. I think that's going to be the better play at the moment. Attack with all. unfortunately. I mean, that was actually a smart move, because I could have taken that out of his graveyard quite easily and used it against him. It looks like he's green-white. Be interesting to see what the white's for. But I suspect this is mostly going to be an Eldrazi deck of some description. So he's doing this as renewal. Just quickly show that. So he's going to get a lot of lands, which is what he needs. So he's trying to mana ramp, which again is silly. Like, I don't know why you're needing to mana ramp. Let's attack with all, and then drop from under the floorboards. So he's trying to mana ramp, but again, it's that case of you don't really. Declaration token. Same name. Ooh, that was a very, very smart play. That is unfortunate. He's going to get a very powerful Planeswalker. Yeah, so like the thing is with mana ramping is that even so, it's still not good to have more than 60 cards. It's like, your advantage of mana ramping is that you want to rush out like a big, powerful one-hitter. And that, unfortunately, you're less likely to do. You're trying to pull out a lot of land. So, well, we got another from under the floorboards. So, stuff it. Another from under the floorboards. Keep attacking Nissa. So we can keep Nissa from getting any more powerful. It will be beneficial. I mean, you put 4/4 Elemental, which would have been the smart move last turn, so that he can defend Nissa. But that's just, yeah. I mean, even if he gets it out now, I just say nope. Ulamog. So he'll probably play Ulamog. Yep. What is he? That is... Unfortunately, I don't think I've got anything really to combat that now. It's indestructible too. I think that's another game done. Nope, that is a game done. There's absolutely nowhere I can go with that. Alright, we're on to game 5. We haven't had much luck with this deck, unfortunately. I'd say that there's quite a few cards that I'm actually missing that would probably power up this deck. So I start. Yeah, we'll take that. Nice set of lands to begin with, but unfortunately no creatures, which is going to stall me a little bit. We can't get any creatures out. Hopefully we'll be getting a few more. So he's playing red-black. It's going to be aggro. I mean, we did well against red-black last time. This is very, very unfortunate that we don't have creatures, and I might have to... hopefully we can get a few more. So I might have to say this is already done. Child of Night. So that's a 2-1 with lifelink. That's really going to hurt if I can't get anything out to stop that. Yeah, I'm not getting any of the cards I really, really need right now. I'm needing some more creatures, unfortunately. And they're not coming, so this might actually backfire, keeping that hand. So that's attacking creatures have first strike. No, this is already a big loss. Jeez. Unless I can knock that out. Unfortunately, no. I think we've lost this. Even if I get some creatures, no, that's a loss. That is a real big loss already. Alright, we're on to game number 6, and this is not going well for this deck. Unfortunately, it's just getting overwhelmed with some pretty big stuff. This is going to be interesting. It's a little bit more in my favour. Hopefully we can get another couple of lands. That last game, yeah, big vampire already, like 3-2 on what was my 3rd or 4th turn, and I had no creatures really. Yeah, I had to sort of throw in the towel immediately. It was just not going to work out. So we're versing a black-white. It's going to be interesting. That down. I mean, we've got a really so this is a 60 plus card deck. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what he does. No, we're gonna knock out that Child of Night right here and now. I think I'll actually draw. Let's knock out that Child of Night now. Reset the board. Best to reset the board now and let him put some more power on that Child of Night. Sacrifice another creature. Vampires get +1/+1. It also has lifelink. Not really that big a deal. Jeez, more land. That's not what I'm wanting right now. Play the Crow. He's left. Let's continue. We might as well see how well we do against the AI. Might actually end up losing this together. Let go through at the moment. It's not a good idea for me to lose any more cards. That's an interesting reason. I don't know why he, considering that just came out, I don't know why he surrendered. Let's grave his Child of Night. I mean, it might work in our favour. So now it's a zombie. Might work in our favour, getting some of that life back. Let it come through. So the thing is, if that dies, I can nab it myself. So it's actually going to work in my favour. Whenever land, that's okay. Actually, yeah, I don't know why he quit. He's actually doing really well. I don't know why he quit. That's actually pretty wild, really. Yep. So we'll nab that. rise from the grave. Confirm. No, I'm gonna leave that. I just don't trust. Okay. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go. Tap, yeah. So we'll go Shambling Ghoul. I could bring. No, we'll do the Charter Knight later. Let's attack with the Matter of Crows. Crows of Dark Tidings. And we'll go in that there. Getting of each. If each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. And yeah, I don't want to deal with that. We're going to activate Evangel. Sacrifice that. Alright. Swamp. Let's attack with all. I'd like to take that, but what I might do actually, let's go Necromantic Summons and grab that Child of the Night, because that will now be a I mean, this is what I was saying earlier with the whole having too many cards, is you don't get what you need, and it doesn't balance out very well. See, that's not worth taking with that, because he could well and truly use it against me, so we'll attack with the crows. See if we get anything. Blocks. Nope. What's in my graveyard? Anything worth returning? The Ghoul. Maybe a Marauder. Is the Marauder worth returning? Let's grab the. Actually, no, let's grab the Fleshbag Marauder. Because I'll just drop him in and then sacrifice him. Wanting to make me lose life, but that's not going to work in his favour, so next up we go. Continue. Let's attack these. That is that's a good play. That is a very, very good play. I would have blocked the Crow as well, but so you lose 1 life. the ghoul. Jeez, I don't know why he did why he left. The AI seems to be doing very, very well. Good, that leaves me open to attack now. Unless he's going to place something else down. Yep. Gain life between a turn. It's going to be annoying. Let's chuck Shadows of the Past down. Continue. See what we get out of this. So now it's a game of who can drain the other's life fastest. Fortunately, that's now got Death Touch. I'm just gonna have to leave that alone. Creature gets possessed. It's interesting. I think he's wanting me to block it, and it's like, no. Don't think I'm going to block that. I'll take the 2 life loss. I'm going to get it back pretty easily. Well, actually, let's go Bone Splinters. And let's knock off you. That's fine, we'll sacrifice that. You lose a life. Shove that at the bottom, we don't need that. Land at the bottom. Continue. Let's just go for an all-out assault now. So unless he's got something hidden up his sleeve, I should be okay at... Okay, that was a little bit unexpected. Oh well. At least Everson's dead before it got to the ground, so whatever. Put you at the bottom. Okay, unfortunately Everson's still alive. That was... That... I don't think I... Man, I think I'm going to lose to the AI here. I think I'm gonna lose to the AI, which is it's like whenever a non-actual creature you control dies, that is gonna be a royal hassle. And what's the bit? Cruel Revival would have been useful. Wow. now I'm going to regret not having Liliana. Yeah, I have been dicked. That is a loss. Wow. I mean, that guy left, and it was a bad start for him, but that. Yeah, I don't know why he left. I wasn't exactly that badly mana screwed. Alright, I'm going to take that loss like a champ. Jeez, yeah, been very, very unfortunate there. I think that quest is... No, the quest is over. Well, the spells one is over. I think we will leave it there. Unfortunately, trying to bring stuff back from the graveyard is not a good idea. I think there's a ton of cards that I'm still missing from that, like very, very Innistrad style cards, which I don't quite have, so that will probably explain the loss. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later.